welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylah and I make scrunchies and bows. I've been doing so for 12 years now. In today's video, I'm going to be getting ready some market stuff. I really need to do a bit of a cleanup, I think, of my market gear. So this year I am trying to save money because we are attempting to build a house this year. But as you probably know, houses are very expensive. I'm trying not to spend any money where I don't need to. So that means reusing, recycling, and yeah, just trying to use what I've already got. Because I could just go out and purchase a brand new gazebo. And that's what I'm talking about, the gazebo right now, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll just purchase a new set, which would be fine. And I probably will end up doing that eventually, like maybe next year. Because I'm also like, if I purchase a new canopy and everything, I might as well just purchase a whole new like gazebo, because I was like, oh, it'll probably be a couple $100. It's like $500 to replace the canopy and the walls that I have with this Altegra, like, yeah, whole gazebo set. And the one I've got is like a compact one, so it's really small. And I sort of didn't want to upgrade it until I have a bigger car, or until I have like the means to like get the bigger version. Because like there is a really big one, it's really sturdy and doesn't wobble at all, and it's like really good, but I don't have a car for it. So I'm really debating whether to even spend the money to get a new compact one, or just wait like a couple more years and just use this one until it's like completely broken. This one has done me really well so far. I've had it for 6 years. This will be year number 6, I think, because I got it in like the end of 2019. The first market I used it at was like January of 2020. So I've been using it for a long time. So it's done really well. There's a couple little holes in it, which I have patched up, but it's more the color of it. I guess because I've done so many markets, it's just gone really dirty. So I'm hoping to just clean it. That's what I'm really hoping to do. I'm hoping to try and get it a bit more white and a bit more pristine. We'll just give it a go anyway. The worst that can happen is I wreck it and I have to buy a new one. But yeah, I'm hoping that, yeah, just maybe giving it a nice, like with soap or something. I know I've got a whole bunch of like different things I want to try on it and do like spot tests for it to see if it gets like the dirt and the grime off. So there's one thing I really want to do. Also in this video, I do have a bunch of other things. So these are some things I prepared earlier. I want to try and change my display around slightly. I just thought a little refresh might be nice. I do try and do this every year or two, get new stuff, or like just make it a little bit fresher. Another thing that I need to do actually is try and clean my big sign. So the big sign is from Vistaprint. I could order a new one, but we're going to give that a go at trying to clean it, because it's very dirty. Like I can tell, like if I was to like lay that up against something really white, it would be very dirty. So, I mean, it's just what happens when you're outside in the elements. Everything just gets dirty. I've been in windstorms, rainstorms, like you name it, I've been in it. I'm not surprised that everything gets dirty, but it does need to clean. Other things are my display stands. I need to re-spray paint them. I haven't done that. Like I didn't do that last year. I didn't really do anything with the market stuff last year. I didn't clean it. I didn't do anything. So I think, yeah, giving everything a nice new spray would look good. And I do want to try and make 2 boards. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I just really wanted to have bows on like a really long board rather than if I'll be honest, my bow boards, they're falling apart and they're honestly dangerous for me to pick up. I've stabbed myself so many times with them, like the wires coming out, and every time I try and replace the tape, it just comes off like straight away. They're not a big seller, so I might as well just have them in a little basket for people that actually want to buy them. Like honestly, at the markets, I'd probably sell like maybe 1 or 2 a market, if that. So yeah, I feel like I want to try and have stuff that actually sells on the table, or like, yeah, really condensed down stuff that doesn't. It's kind of like my thoughts of, I kind of did a little drawing of like what I was thinking, because my original setup is, I might even post a photo of what my original setup is. So it's pretty much my back table used to have all scrunchies. It used to have like the big board and the 2 little ones. Now it has the 2 little ones with the makeup bags in the middle. And then the other table is hair claws and bows. And both of those products, I do not need such a big space for them. Hair claws especially, like yes, they do sell, but they are something that will probably not sell that well coming into the new year. just because everyone already has so many. The bows, I only really sell ones like when I do a restock. Like there's just so many. I just don't sell that many of them. So it's probably not worth having such a big display of them because they're practically like the whole table length of bows. So I'm thinking if I just condense it down and maybe delete some lines, maybe my original bow, which is kind of sad because I started out with the original size bow, which is like a bow about this big. I'm thinking about deleting that line completely because that one doesn't sell. I sell the deluxe bows, and which are like the little bit bigger ones, and I sell the mini bows quite a lot, not really the middle size. So I am thinking about deleting that range completely. Double ribbon bows still sell quite well. Do want to try and have a display for that, which is where I was thinking if I could get a display that's like wooden or something, just to hang those off. And I wanted 2 of them because I like having everything like with the same on each side, symmetrical. Here's what I was thinking. Can you see that? So like these like big displays. Yeah, I don't know, this probably won't make much sense, but this is what I usually do when I have only one table. And I quite like it. I like the symmetry of it. I like how it looks. It doesn't look too cluttered. So that's why I'm thinking I want to try and like have it more minimalist this year. And I want to try and bring less. I want to try and bring less to the markets, less pressure to restock everything. The other thing I was thinking, I really like the idea of a new display stand. So I went through and I had a look at like to try and find some. The one I was thinking is the one I actually have in this room right now. I have another one in the other room because it's really easy to put up and down. And I think when I did first buy it, I was like, oh my gosh, I could use this for markets in the future if I wanted to. So I think that was where I was thinking about that. A lovely subscriber did mention, why don't I just use the one out of the other room and then go buy another one of these? Because I was gonna buy one, but Kmart had put them on clearance and Kmart doesn't have them anymore. But I did find a very similar version, but that's like $100 and something. Whereas I need another Billy bookcase for the new house. So I could potentially just 2 birds, 1 stone, buy another Billy bookcase and use the shelving unit for the market display. So that could save me a little bit of money in the long run because I do need another one of those anyway, and I was going to purchase another one of those anyway. Also, the Billy bookcase does have a lot more room, so I have more space to put things. So that's exciting. I also played around with some of the different thoughts of like how to display things, like different levels and different sizings. I was really considering doing something like this with lots of semicircles. Then I just felt like it was too much. I felt like it was just too much going on with the semicircles. Even like half ones like this, like the half moon shape almost. But I think I ended up with just this one. So my normal XL stand at the front, my new stand here, and then like the table at the back. So kind of like angled in like this. So that's my thoughts. You might be asking what will be going on the big stand. I was thinking everything to do with the makeup bags. So the makeup bags, the vanity buckets, the zipper pouches, the coin purses, everything like that I could, you know, display on there and just make it look pretty. And then have all of the other bits and pieces on the scrunchy table at the back. And like I feel like that's like going to be a scrunchy bow table with the hair claws. And then have more of the higher selling items on that kind of like display case thing. That is what I was considering, and I just want to see if it will look good. That's probably another reason I probably shouldn't go and buy another one of these, just in case I don't like the look of the display and I go back to just having 2 tables. I'm hoping to get this done before my next market. I technically start back at markets end of Jan. It's currently the 20, would have to be like the 23rd, maybe? 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. Yeah, must be 23rd today. Wasn't meant to really start back at markets this month, but I figure, why not? Let's start back at markets. I feel like ready for them. I haven't done any like restock for it, but I do feel like ready, like emotionally, and like I'm burnt outedly. I'm not feeling like I can't go back. It's more like I want to go back. I'm gonna go back, but I still have to get so much stuff done. So I don't know if I will get everything done before, or even any of this done before my first market, which is the 26th, I can't say it, the 26th in January, which is a Monday, but I should be able to get it done after that market. I should be able to, be able to figure everything out after. So that's sort of what I'm hoping for, at least. I really need to make some new signage, like for pricing. I'd love to use my Cricut. I bought some discs ages ago, probably like 2 years ago. I feel like I bought them for my 10th birthday. Oh my gosh, I feel like I had them literally 2 years ago. So I was thinking about putting vinyl and doing like the stickers on that to just, yeah. So make some signs up rather than using my paper ones. I don't know how long they'll last or if I'll like them or if they'll look dirty. Not sure. We're just going to try it out and see how it goes. I need to get a new rug. So I have a rug that goes underneath my XL display stand, but I feel like I'll need a rug on the other side now to, again, make it symmetrical, because I feel like that'll just look weird if I don't have it there. But I don't know. It might look okay. So that's what I was thinking. I need to like kind of set it up or maybe bring it to the Monday market and just see what it's like. Oh, and also I wanted to do like this, I don't know how I'm going to display it, but maybe at the back of my stall, like have a big sign that has a promotion. So when I was at a market recently, a lady came up to me, well, not a lady, come up to me, she was beside me and she's finishing up with markets and probably not going to be doing many more. And she said she's been doing markets for a long time and everything. And she was like, oh, the best advice I can give you is you should do a sale deal, like a spend X amount of money and get a free item. I started doing that and it's been the best for my business. And then it dawned on me, because yeah, it does work. I know that it works because I use that for my website. I think 2 or 3 years ago, I started doing a buy 4, get 1 free deal. And that made my cart value go up like astronomically. Like it was, you know, usually 1 scrunchie or something or 2 scrunchies. Then it went to like 5 scrunchies or six scrunchies or even 5 bags, because some like people get that 1 extra item for free and they see that as a really good value deal. So it makes people add more things to the cart. So I was like, yeah, I've actually tried that. That's tried and true and tested. So I was like, well, that's something I could implement at the markets, because I've got so many like hair claws or just scrunchies. I could literally have a whole tub, and if you spend over that amount, you can pick out of the tub. You can pick whatever you like. All these, like, I could just have like a tub ready. So I do want to try that out and just see if that makes a difference to like I guess the amount of sales I make, like the value, you know, that makes someone purchase an extra item to get it over that amount. So yeah, that I thought was like a really, like I was really glad you pointed that out, because it just made me think a little bit harder and more. Anyway, let's try and yeah, get this market stall looking nice and fresh. Hey guys, I just got back from my market. Sorry about my glasses. They're probably nice and glary on here. I didn't end up cleaning anything or doing anything over the weekend when I jumped on. I just was like, I'll do it next week. So today's next week. It was really windy at the market though. Really windy. And I'm really surprised nothing blew over. My dad did make me some new scrunchie stands, which like it can be taken apart. So I have my scrunchie stands, which are quite old now, but they have like this little thing that goes out like this to like, yeah, keep it upright. And he's made like another board that like clips on, or doesn't clip on, it screws on, and you can unscrew it and screw it back on. And it was so good. Nothing fell over. It was awesome. Yeah, so I was really glad that I brought those, because I wasn't going to, because I did not think it was going to be that windy. It was definitely more windy, or it felt more windy than what was predicted or what was even registered in the area. Everyone was just getting blown away. I really do want to try and clean the gazebo and everything today. One, because yes, it is windy, so it will dry really quick. Also because tomorrow is meant to be almost 40 degrees, which is really hot. The 2 days after that, so Wednesday and Thursday, it's meant to be cloudy. Still warm, but cloudy. So I'm like, oh, this is probably the only day I can do the cleaning. My market finished at 12, so it's like 1:30 now, which was nice because yeah, I've pretty much got the whole day. The only thing is I have to mow the lawns first though, because out the back I haven't mowed and it's really bad. So I have to mow that, and then I'm hopefully going to be able to get the gazebo out and try and wash it. I'll have to definitely peg in because yeah, again, really windy. Hi guys, it's really windy, so I won't talk much. I'm going to try and clean this, but I'm going to just, yeah, try and gurney it. I have like heaps of random different things that people have recommended, so I'm just going to try a few and see how it works. Seeing as it's like super tall, I'm gonna put it down for now so I can, yeah, try and wash it. Probably shouldn't have pegged in first, but that's okay. So I have to go even lower because I want to scrub it. I'm absolutely gassed, but I did do the gazebo. I think it looks better than it did, but it's definitely still a little bit different color. I don't know if you can tell from this angle, but the top's a different color to like this side wall. Like this one's very like almost blue, and the top's quite, I think it's just age, like it's just gone a bit different. I'm letting it dry. So these are my scrunchie stands. You can tell that there's like a lot of marks and chips. The back is literally just this little hinge thing, and that's how it usually stays up. There are some weights. The other one is better because it has weights at the top. Usually stays up pretty well. Sometimes it doesn't, that's okay. But Dad made me this board. So it's practically just like a little hinge thing, and this unscrews, and then he's drilled holes in these so I can sit it on top of here, and it literally did not move the entire time, even though it was absolutely, well, you can tell how windy it is, I guess. It's pretty windy. Yeah, and you can just like unscrew it like this and screw it back on. So yeah, it worked really well. I'm debating whether to paint it though, because as you can see, it's a different white. Josh has just gone down to Bunnings to get me spray paint because I realized I didn't have any. I thought I did. And then I'll just quickly give these a spray. But I'm gonna first use these sugar soap things to just wipe it down, get all the dirt and dust off it. Okay, Josh got me Dulux, which I think is expensive. But anyway, I would have just been happy with a $5 one, but this one dries 10 times faster, which is great. Also, I got this because I'm gonna cover these like this so I don't get paint on. Anyway, let's spray paint. I really don't want you to get any paint on you. Also, I do think it actually is a lot whiter than it was. Because like even just looking at it now, it is way whiter. So that's a plus and a bonus. Hey guys, so I did another market on the weekend. I still haven't finished everything that I wanted completed. And I also had some issues with the spray paint. It was fine on my actual boards, but on the boards my dad made me, they're all cracked. Which apparently it might have been because of the heat. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter though, because like you can't really see it, but it's a little bit annoying. Also, my camera, I'm sorry. This is a new camera and I'm still learning how to use it. I had a look at all of the footage that I've filmed for other vlogs, and yeah, I had like a beauty filter on in some of them, and a lot of them, the colors weren't right. I can't tell what it looks like right now, and I did do a lot of tests the other day, but it's just a pain in the butt, this camera. Like with my old camera, you could tell exactly what color everything was and like what's going on the little screen. This one right now, I look super like orange. And I know when I tested it out the other day in a different, I guess maybe different lighting, but it looked fine. I do have like normal lights on though. Let's turn those off. don't know if that will like do anything. That might have done a little bit of something. I don't know. But honestly, my other camera, I'd never had to change any settings with it. And it was just point and shoot and I didn't have to worry. Okay, anyway, there's a few things I want to get done today so I can finish off this vlog and be kind of ready for the weekend. I do have 2 markets on the weekend. I will be bringing you to one of them at least, because one of them is indoor and I've only got 1 table. So there's no point bringing you that one. But the other one is an outdoor market. I'd say a little bit bigger. There's more like stalls and stuff. I still need to, I don't have a new rug yet. I wanted to try and have a look if I could go to like Fountain Gate or something and have a look at the rug stores there and see if I could get one for cheap. That's what I did for my first one. My second one, because my first one I lost. I left it at a market and I had to repurchase it. Second one I got from Catch of the Day, which was great. I got it really cheap. I think it was like $30. But now the cheapest one I could find was like $60 or $70. I'm not even positive it's the same one. So I don't really want to spend that type of money on a rug. It's just going to like be for display purposes if I can get it cheaper. So I haven't bought one of those yet, so I don't know if it will be ready and like I'll have one by the time I go to a market. These are the signs that I have. I don't know if I'm going to use these like heaps going forward. Like I might decide I hate them and not use them anymore, but I thought I'd give them a go and we'll just see how they go. If they like end up dirty or whatnot, I'm not sure. I was editing a video today and I was listening to my sewing machine because I had someone comment this probably like my last couple of videos and they said your sewing machine sounds sick. And I was like, I have kind of noticed that too. And when I was listening to that video, I was like, oh, it does really sound sick. So I like came in here and I had a look at the instruction booklet and I tried to like do a couple of different things with it, like put more oil in it and like clean it and stuff. And then when I went and turned it on, it came up with a new error message. So I'm really worried to use it because I actually think it might be something to do with the CPU rather than anything else because it seems to be, yeah, CPU related. So I'm a little bit worried to use my industrial machine. I do have 2 other machines. If everything fails, it's going to be okay. It's just going to be annoying because I'm so used to this industrial machine. It's like what I've been using for the last 4 years. I have called Elizabeth Machines, which is where I got the machine from. How much is it going to cost me to get you down here from Melbourne to service this machine and figure out what's going on? Because yeah, it could just be as simple as something's like maybe there's dust in like the wires or something because it hasn't been serviced before and I can't get into like the internal parts, and plus I wouldn't even know what to do with the internal parts if I'll be honest. So there's that, but worst case scenario, it could be something to do like that's major fault with it and it would need replacing. So at the moment it's still running. They said it's fine to keep using, and they said they'll try and like walk me through steps if like, so that no one has to come out to service it. I was like, no, just come out. I don't care how much it costs. I'll just rather it service. So like, because I use it every day. It needs to be done. Probably should have been done a while ago, but this thing, it really can't wait. It really needs to be done. So I have, yeah, hopefully they'll get back to me over the next 24 hours and I can book that in. Start off with stamping the bags because I feel like that's going to be easy, and putting stickers on some bags as well. So let's go do that. So I've got a few different types of bags. These ones are pretty small, so I'll have to go get some bigger ones. I usually put these stickers on it. Well, I do have bigger stickers that look a little bit nicer, but I don't really know where they are at the moment. So these ones will do quite nicely, I think. I definitely could also stamp these, but I just find like with the bag, it's just easier to put stickers on them. I actually don't use many bags. It's very rare that I'll use a bag at a market, like a handle bag. I usually only use lunch bags like these. Probably, I'm just trying to think. Like if someone purchases a makeup bag, I'll use them. But I don't really sell that many makeup bags at markets, especially during this time of year. I'd say probably less than 5 per market I'll use. I'm going to leave that one because I don't really use those bags either. And I'll go grab my other bigger bags that I use for my bigger makeup bags. I don't have too many of these bags. A lot of them are recycled from other like brands, like people I've purchased from. I like to reuse these sort of bags because these sort of bags are expensive if you were to buy, like, I mean, they're not too bad if you're buying in bulk, but I usually don't really buy these that often. Probably like every 2 to 3 years I'll do an order. But yeah, with the makeup bag introduction, I kind of need a size like this, whereas the other size that I have is kind of what I've got at the moment. But yeah, that should last me a while. Like, as I said, I don't really use that many big ones. And then I have my favorite stamp. So this is what I got from Vistaprint. They are a little bit expensive, but in my opinion, they are worth it if you're using, like, if you're stamping a lot of things. I haven't used it in a while, so hopefully it's okay. Which way do I fold? I usually fold these over, so I'll do it on this side. I think, let's see if it's upside down. Nope. There you go. So yeah, it's really good, this one. You might notice there's like a mark here on some of them. That is because I left it for a long time, and when I went to use it, it was stuck. I think it was just because it was really cold. I find like if it's in warm weather, it doesn't happen, but it only happened that one time, and it was like dead of winter, and it was just really cold in here. So yeah, it has like a random mark where it's kind of like pulled up where it shouldn't be. I did try and fix it, and I did make it a bit better, but yeah, sometimes that does happen. Especially if I do more than one at a time. Like if I have a couple like sitting like that and then do it, it just happens more often than not. Anyway, so that's all done for the bags. So I do need to remove everything off this and bring that to the market. And I was thinking, well, me and Dad probably won't be able to get down to IKEA anytime soon because I'm just gonna be so busy with everything. Thinking is I've actually got a storage solution thing in the shed that I haven't opened. It's gonna look ugly as, but at least then everything can be kind of arranged on one of these. Very similar, I think, in size. And I thought I'd bring my little cash box in. So these are my signs. Like that. Some of them, like a lot of them actually are handmade or handwritten, like these ones. And then the rest are just on paper. So I was thinking I better, grab these so I know exactly what to say. Box needs a good clean out as well. So I thought while this is, crookeding, I can give it a clean out. I don't really know what text to do just yet. I'm not too sure. What the heck? just putting in the actual numbers and like this, the, I guess, dollar sign, because some fonts don't even have the dollar sign. I'm just going to keep having a look through, figuring out which one I like the most, and then we can print it on the Cricut. I'm hoping the Cricut's going to work for me. I haven't used it in so long. So Livery is the font that is like my, I guess, my logo, and most of the typography I use is Livery, except on these ones I didn't use that. So I think I might just go with this, so then my whole stall kind of matches. I'm well aware that this is something that I said I was going to do from the start, but just like looking at the sizing, one thing I really like about my stall is that my prices aren't a guess. I hate personally walking into a store and not knowing how much something is, and I know my prices are more expensive than what people may be expecting if they've never shopped with me before. So I don't want anyone to go, oh, over a price, you know. I want them to see it very clearly. I just don't think it's going to work for me. Like, in theory, yes, these would look very cutesy and look really nice and just be like a little bit less obvious, but that's not what I'm about. I was just thinking, like, just even comparing this one to like what this size would be, that would have to be shrunk right down. I want it loud, I want it very clear what my signage is. So I think I'm opting out. I think I'm opting out of redoing the signs. I think I'm just going to keep them as they are. They probably don't look that professional being handwritten, but I think I'm just going to keep them this way for a little while longer. I mean, I could definitely print out some new ones, but I actually kind of like them on these ones. I actually prefer them because they kind of like look nicer. I think that's what I'm deciding to do. I'd probably need to reprint these signs soon. I don't have any of the hard copy paper though. It's on my list to buy, but because I wasn't expecting to need to reprint any signs anytime soon, I was like, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it just wouldn't really work for what I like to do. Like, I like to have them nice and loud and big. Even like this one, which is my mini version, it's still like going to be smaller than that. I think it's just too small. What I might do though is print out that sign that says if you spend X amount you get a free item. So I might do that. So I'm gonna just shut down the Cricut, even though I just spent so long trying to figure out my passwords and everything for it. I think I've got one or two like harder pieces of paper left. I shouldn't say harder, it's GSM. It's like the thicker piece of paper. Okay, so I did a little bit of, my florals, and nice and big print in the middle. I also did have a quick clean out of this. I mean, it's still pretty full, but it is a lot better than it was. So I can probably put that in there. And that's ready to go. The next thing I need to do though is this. I've just pulled it out of the garage. It was brand new. I hadn't used it yet, but it's practically like a shelving unit. I got it from Kmart. It was like really cheap. It was like 30 bucks on clearance, so I was like, why not? But I figure it's probably like the better idea for me to use what I've got right now than go purchase a new thing. Just because I want to have time to kind of think about how I'm going to set up the new studio whenever that will be. And yes, I could probably fit a Billy bookcase there, but I feel like I'd probably just want to do one trip. I don't know. Might change my mind later on. This one actually seems easier. Like, it's a shame that it's black and wouldn't really go with anything in my stall, because this one seems easier than the wooden one to put together. I wouldn't necessarily need one that's super like heavy duty either. This is actually pretty good. It's bigger than this one, so I'll be able to fit more on it, which is really good. I'm just going to, I think, move this one out. How am I going to do this? Oh god, something is going to fall from at the top here. I don't know what it is. I can just feel it moving. I'm just thinking these two boxes up the top are quite heavy, so I'm going to move these ones first. Those out of the way. The rest should be still pretty heavy. That's okay. Something fell. Okay. This one kind of glides. That's nice. Just move this into this corner. Do you have some stuff that did fall over? Oh no! Did you see? Okay. Just gonna put these down here. The rest of them did just fall all the way down here, but that's fine. That's just all of the medium bags I still haven't made from the last drop I did before I went on holiday. Okay, I can just still get into the corner for the scrunchies, which is a good thing. But if I'll be honest, I probably won't use that really far corner one, just because it will be a little bit harder to get into. Okay, I think that's as far back as it's going to go. Let's move all these. I'm actually going to put them this way for the minis at least, because it's a little bit bigger than the other one that I have. This actually fits heaps on it. Okay, yeah, like, look at the size difference. There's a big size difference. Anyway, that's good though. It fits well. Just doesn't really match the aesthetic of the room. Alright, let's just try and figure out how long this is going to take me. Or if I should just give up on this idea too. Lefty, righty, righty, tighty. I don't know which way it goes. I feel like by doing one way, it's making it... Maybe I have to start from the bottom. If that's the case, I'm going to have to bring like a towel or something, because I don't want to get the top dirty. Alright, stopwatch, let's go. Okay, 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Not too bad. I should probably put like a scrunchie or a hair tie or something around these ones though, because these are the base ones. The rest are pretty much the exact same. What have we got hanging about? There we go. Something like that. I need a bag, a canvas bag. I'll have one hanging around here somewhere. One I prepared earlier. If I can put all of these in here, it'll be way easier to carry for a start. Now, I think these are pretty heavy, but we'll find somewhere for them. That's done for the stand, like the big stand. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to do the bow stands. So I've pretty much got this, which I really just want to cut down the middle. But considering I live really far away from Dad, it's kind of hard to get him to do that. I could potentially try and saw it myself, but then I run into the issue of how I'm going to stand it up anyway. So I'm still unsure about that. I do have this one, which I was going to use for the zipper pouches, 2 of them, but I actually don't think I need this one right now, just because I don't have enough zipper pouches to even, do that. Oh, I'm just looking at this. Perfect. This is what I'll probably use to lay the wooden pieces on. It's like really long. Okay, I do have these. How well do they stand up? I was thinking about maybe just doing something like this, because I can clip bows to this. I just probably need to, I don't know, put something on it so they don't fall over. But I was thinking I could do this one and clip some bows to the top of it. And then do one on the other side, because I do have a bunch of these. Oh, I could probably bring one of these as well for a display option for the big stand. Maybe have the coin posters on it, just like lay them out there. So like have them like this, like that, 3 of them. So that is an option. I'm gonna bring this with me as well. So this is for the actual like main table. I don't know how it's gonna stand up. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is sort of what I was thinking, but I feel like they will just be too flimsy and they'll fall over unless I've got some sort of stand underneath. The other option is one of these boards. When I tie some like twine. I also need to fix this one because this one's super loose, which is really annoying. And I have already snapped this one the first time I used it, which I don't know if that's why that one's so tight or if it was just already tight, but maybe I put a little bit of glue tack in this one just to like hold it there better. But I was thinking if I just tie some rope like around, then I can, you know, put these on. Probably do like up here and then down here, so I can fit 4, like the middle thing in my display. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. So this is sort of what I was thinking. If it will work. Just kind of having it tight at the back. To be honest, I didn't cut enough because I was going to do it at this one. So I didn't cut quite enough for this one. But I'm going to just see if I can use this without having to cut a new piece. I was thinking 2 there and 2 underneath that one. Forgot where that was. Now clip it back on. Thinking that row maybe, or the row below. If I do the row below, it still will fit because of these things. Okay, I need to like remember which one. That one. I probably did myself a mischief again. I thought I actually cut heaps just then, but I obviously did not. Slightly easier to do though. I don't have all of like these, so I won't be able to do it properly. This is kind of what I was thinking. So having 2 and 2. Either these ones or my big oversized bows, but I'm still not sure if I'm going to actually even like keep them. Actually, I have more of these because they'll be on the other displays. Check it out. There's so many. Okay. So let's just see if this works. I'm just like thinking like that. I'm going to go see if I got more of those. These are just easy to grab. This one is a different bow type, which might hang a bit low. Because those ones are a lot more expensive than these ones. I feel like it should be okay. It shouldn't flow over too easily. I don't know whether I'll need extra pegs. I'll put them on the back. I don't know. It kind of looks a bit dorky. And because I'm doing the other display stand, at least for now, I don't know if I'll like the display stand. I don't know if it'll be really annoying to set up and like put down. I don't know if I'm going to do that just yet. Because I was also going to bring my mini table to put my hair claws on. Especially to markets where I know that they'll be popular. I don't know, but I just really want to get rid of the bow stands. Mostly because like they're just broken and no good anymore. They just don't sell as well. Maybe it's just because I haven't done any like nice colors in a while. Probably have to do like a restock really. Hopefully this works though. That is going to be it from me until we go to the markets. I might even bring my other camera to the market because I just don't trust this one. I really don't. I'll see you guys then. before I don't know where to look. Before I tell you about the market and I guess my thoughts on everything, the new market display, I have set both of my cameras up. I feel like they need to be closer though so that I'm not looking in two spots. But I've set both my cameras up and I'm going to like, yeah, just cut and change and see what you guys think. If you guys, I'm gonna have to like look away because like it's gonna be, I'm gonna like look between the both of them, be able to see the audio and see the picture and see what you guys prefer. So I'll put the captions and you guys let me know in the comments which one you guys prefer me to go with going forward. Did bring my Canon G7X to the market to do the filming because I really did not trust the Sony. I really didn't trust it. So yeah, it worked well for filming. I don't know how big of a color difference it is, and I don't know. And the audio is probably the main thing that I was concerned about because I feel like with my old camera it wasn't doing audio very well, but maybe the non-crisp audio is better. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments if you prefer my old camera, which is Canon, or if you prefer my new camera, which is Sony. And that way, when I'm going forward, I can choose whichever one has like the most votes, I guess, or which one I prefer when looking at the two. Because I don't know, I've set the camera up very specific settings, so I'm hoping that it works. Anyway, moving forward. So I did go to Moe Earth today. Yesterday I went to Trafalgar. I'll start with Traf. So Traf, I didn't do any of like the new display. I just kind of did what I would usually do, and it was a really good day. I made $600. Technically it was $598 or something. That's way better than I thought I was going to do for a very small country market, especially in February. So I was really excited about that. I did sell one large bag yesterday, but I don't really have many like nice colors. Like they're more of like they're not something that you just like go and buy because it's like pretty. They're very like eccentric. I don't know if that's the right word, but very, very out there. So it's not like something that will please everyone. The bags that I have at the moment, they're more like very specific person will like them. So like they're kind of like maybe a bit of a harder sell. Today's market, I went to Moe Earth. It was meant to be raining today, and I was really worried. It said there was going to be like 28 mils of rain. So not great, but there was no rain, and like it must have completely missed us. I think it's in the ocean or something. So that was really good. There was no wind, which was really good because I definitely need to have some weights for my makeup bags if I'm going to have that set up again. I feel like so for the setup, I feel like it would be good in the summertime, but I don't think it will be like really good for maybe winter, which is what I'm thinking. Maybe I can make that big bag stand because I love the bag stand, but I'm maybe thinking if I just use 3 tiers and put it on the table, it might, make it look neater and I'll be able to have more space. So that's an option. So I think I might even do that for the next market and try that out, see what it looks like with only some of them made up and just use my 2 tables. Yeah, just like have the claws also kind of like spread out. I barely sold any claws at today's market, but I think that's because someone else was selling them for like half the price I was. I sold heaps of scrunchies, which was really good. And what else did I sell? I didn't sell any bags, and that was the one thing I actually made heaps of. I ended up making a bunch of bags. Obviously I had like that lovely display stand, had heaps of people looking, but it's definitely the price point. Like my bags are expensive. They are expensive, but I also need to pay myself a wage. So yeah, it is what it is. And they do occasionally sell at markets, but it's more, I guess, geared to the end of the year for presents and stuff. So it's to be expected this time of year. I did sell a couple coin purses though, so that was good, and a zipper pouch as well. Do need to restock the zipper pouches. I did restock some of the coin purses over the weekend as well, and I did restock the key fobs. So there's a few things that I had plenty of stock of. The one thing that I want to do differently though is the bows. So no one looked at the bows, and I feel like it was just definitely because they were in the basket. So I feel like I definitely need them up again. But it's just going to be so hard because the stands that I have, they are falling apart. So I'm thinking I might try and save my original stand because it has 3 sides. That way I can have like my original size bows, my deluxe size bows, and the ribbon bows or my oversized bows. I can have 3 different types of bows on there. So that makes more sense to me anyway. Both my cameras are about to die. So I think it's, yeah, I'm gonna have to end the vlog. Thank you guys for watching. I did realize that the marquee, it is so dirty still. Like, I had a look underneath the flap and it's like pristine, almost blue white, and then the rest is like you can just tell it's like faded, like orangey white. Also, I had a lot of comments on my reel saying, oh, I've ruined the waterproofing. These ones are very expensive, like proper commercial gazebos, so they're fine. I've done it before as well with the, sprayed it gazebo with the spray thing, so they're fine. But I would not recommend that for someone that has like an Oz trail or something, because they do have a coating on them and like that makes it waterproof. Don't do that for just your standard run-of-the-mill. Is it gazebo or is it this called something else? Canopies? Yeah, just don't do that for your other ones. But yeah, Altegra or like brands that are like that, like they're really thick PVC. They don't actually have a water coating spray on them. Like, that is the fabric. The fabric is made with that. And the seals are like double whatever. Anyway, so they are fine. But thank you for your concern though, and it is good to point that out. I don't know, we'll see what happens in the next couple weeks. I've got a couple markets coming up this weekend and next weekend. This weekend coming, next weekend and the weekend after. So I'm going to try a few different setups and we'll just see what works and what doesn't. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!